audio, mate. Skygo forgot last time.
Done.
Right, we are live. Welcome everyone to ERN F1. We are here at China for the Division 4 race, which will be undergoing shortly with qualifying. And here we are in, and I am joined by ERN Macy himself. How are you this evening, mate?
Evening, Jezza. Very good. As you can see, they've got some dry weather ahead of us, which is very different to what we've seen in the previous divisions.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It's an entertaining division. Yeah, it'd be good to see who takes the win this time, because I think we've had different winners in the first 3 races so far.
Yes, and I'm just going to get a weather report from one of the drivers, so we'll see if we've got any forecasted rain. Because like you said in Discord, I think they deserve it, as everyone else has had to deal with it.
Yeah, they'll hate me for that, but yeah, if we're having it, they're having it.
Yes. Right, we have 17 drivers at the moment. We've got a few incoming soon, I believe. But
Yeah,
straight out on track, most of the drivers... Yeah, Fastscope's got an error message, so hopefully he'll be able to join soon. Looks like everyone's coming out pretty early.
Yeah, Mr. Proven himself has just said that it looks like it's dry. Lucky division.
Them. Fastscope's just joined in.
Good.
Fastscope's 1056. I need to remember that and add him. I was definitely inviting the wrong person in.
some random Fastscopes is about to join.
Yeah, I will take the blame for that if that does. Right, so I'm particularly interested to see how the Renaults get along in this qualifying session, because they didn't have the best of luck in the last few races.
Yeah, it'd be good to see Shadow Wolf again. He was my first ever teammate in ERN back in the good old McLaren days on the 2019 game. And LH44 obviously has dropped down a division into Division 4, so both of them will be after a good result this tonight.
Yeah, it feels like 2019 was a long time ago, but it keeps forgetting it's only the last game. It feels like it was years ago.
Feels like there was less issues as well.
Yeah, well, I actually never did a league race on that game. That was my sabbatical. Right, who's going to be first? Right, we've got...
GR8 is your first guy.
Yeah. Let's pop on board with GR8. In the AlphaTauri. A lot of people are coming back into the pits who are on mediums. Right, let's get some of these telemetries up.
Yeah, the medium tyre is a much better race tyre, I would say, around here. So if you can get a decent starting place in the mediums, it is the better strategy. But then if everyone goes out in softs, you end up putting yourself at a disadvantage being near the back of the grid.
Yeah, and we have found it's quite hard to overtake in some places around this track. It's a bit of a trail in some of the races.
Yeah.
Truly trail.
Yeah. Interesting to see how Wiggy gets on. I believe he's one of the new drivers as a reserve for Rashi, who was our winner in Vietnam last week. So he won't be able to get a second victory, but it'll be interesting how he gets on, as GR8 is about to come across the line for his first flying lap, and there's a 32.4, so a decent banker from GR8 to get us going.
Yeah, and straight away beaten by Flash on a 31.4 as well. No, 31.4, sorry. Second quicker.
Good luck from Stocky on the mediums.
Blame Dave into second place as it stands. Also on the softs. Right, I've just opened up the chat as well, so everyone watching can send their predictions in. See who they think's looking good for pole.
And for anybody that is watching, we are going to be getting the hashtag Blame Dame going. For anyone that wasn't watching the Division 2 race, He is the cause of most people's issues. Love you, Dame.
I'll blame him for mine as well, even though it was just a rookie mistake.
I think we've got Headhunter coming across next in the Haas.
Headhunter's been looking strong as well. He's really gained a lot of pace over recent races.
He gets into 31
and
and
that
goes
just
first.
proved it.
Ooh, look at the top three. Oh, and Big G immediately
ERN
puts it on
Big
pole.
G.
A provisional pole even.
2/10 quicker at the moment. Great lap by ERN Big G at the moment.
There is the beginning of a lovely rivalry starting between two of our admins in the ERN, Big G and Recoil, who had a little bit of a coming together, shall we say, in Australia. And then, of course, Big G outlasted him in Bahrain to get his first ever win in ERN. So it'll be interesting to see what Recoil can do.
And I don't want to stir the pot, but we all know Big G's obviously a lot quicker, more talented driver, but we don't want to upset Recoil too. I'm not joking, Recoil, I'm only joking. I'm going to get a message later now. Right, let's see what Jamie the G can do. Oh, must have been validated. He's going to start another one now. On the mediums.
Recoil coming round now.
Near the bottoms are on track. Shadow Wolf's retired, is he?
I didn't see that.
No, I didn't. I didn't even see it come up. Shadow Wolf, one of the ones I was looking forward to seeing this pace.
Ooh, what a lap for Recoil.
Big G.
Now that's a banker. 30.4
and that's
straight
me
off the
eating
bat.
my words. Okay, I'm going to put my money on Recoil ahead of Big G now.
Yeah.
Not that I'm...
From experience, and this is just going off what we did in Division 3 last season, when Division 3 was the bottom division, Big G was Division 3's pole sitter with a 30.4 last season, so I think a few of these times that these guys are doing are solid bankers, but I would imagine there's a bit more pace from some of these guys to find, especially from the likes of Big G. We know Jeff Master Flash has obviously been a winner, so he'll be looking to improve a little bit. Arntz, of course, has moved down a division, so he'll be wanting to come up. And good old Blame Dame down there in 8th will be after the top guys as well.
That's very true. ERN Proven's just invalidated his lap, but we have Button just starting his, so we're right on board for a lap around China.
I've seen Indy retire as well. A few guys retiring from either they're planning to start on hards or mediums. Stocky is happy with his medium lap.
Renaults. LH44 and Stocky are all retired as well. I have seen no yellows, so I can't say they're crashes.
Yeah, if there's no early safety car, then the medium strip tyre is a better tyre to start on, providing the soft runners don't get an early jump, because the soft tyres go off after about 4 or 5 laps. The pace in the mediums is already quicker, and you can't get that big of a gap around here in 4 or 5 laps unless you've got a huge pace advantage.
Yeah, that's very true. If you're stuck in traffic, then the softs are just never going to work for you.
Yeah, exactly. So if there's no
gonna...
safety car, those soft guys are going to drop down and potentially have to two-stop.
But it's Division 4, and we like safety cars in Division 4. It wouldn't be an ERN race without a safety car, a virtual safety car this season so far. The VSC seems to be the most popular one at the moment.
Redman is about to come across the line for the second Ferrari. Can he join his teammate up near the front? Looks like he's down on his teammate's time at the moment. It's a 32.4, so he'll be looking to go. Oh, and the mediums though, so it's not a bad lap.
And Button's about to cross the line as well. Jumps up to 9th, just behind Dave.
So it's pretty clear.
Medium runners.
Yeah, pretty clear what the racing points are doing there then. Medium start, so they'll be looking to... The other thing they're going to have to watch out is who gets choice of first pit stop between them. I know they're good friends and they'll be in the same party together, but there'll be 3,000ths of a second separating the 2 racing points.
And Indy in the chat's just saying he's crashed in turn 5, tickled the throttle and binned it. That's unfortunate, mate, because you do have pace and would have been great to see, but the race is where it matters.
Turn 5, is that the hairpin or is that the long left? I'm trying to count them in my head.
Is that the corner I've been on, I think, isn't it? 1, 2, I think it is, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, somewhere around there.
Yeah, don't mind us viewers, we're just learning to count again.
Yeah,
It's been a long,
I'm trying to get
long
a
day.
track map up now.
So who have we got next?
Got a lot in the... Well, I say a lot in the pits. We've got a few coming out now, actually. 4 or 5 on out laps, but I'm riding on board with Dame at the moment because he's on a quick lap on the softs.
Yeah, 2/10 up at the moment for Blame Dame.
Does the commentator's curse work then? Because, you know...
He'll be murdering me after this if it does.
It's either pole or it's in the wall, isn't it?
Yeah, 3/10 up now, so he's looking he's looking like he's getting into 31s. He's going to want to try and get up to around where the mid 31 guys are, because it's really tight around there. So if he can get himself into sort of the 31.3s, he immediately moves himself ahead of that gaggle of cars.
Yeah, at the moment a few medium runners have jumped his time, so he's definitely going to be wanting to start ahead of them if he's on softs. This is looking tidy lap so far, into the final corner. Keeps it neat and tidy, onto the DRS, and wow, straight up to second.
Oh, good lap from
McLaren
Dame.
1-2, provisional.
Just to spoil Dame's spotlight, Big G is currently half a second up on his lap, but he's about to hit traffic with the Haas. No, I think it's out of it. I don't think he's close enough. That's fine. He should be okay with that.
He's
See what Big G can do
nicely-
across the line. Takes back
Second.
second.
nice improvement there for Big G.
Splitting the McLarens. We've got a yellow
It
flag.
was Headhunter just starting. Oh yes, we've got NRC into the gravel. No damage, but at the final corner. That's really weird. I'm not getting yellow flags coming up at all on my That's why I haven't been spotting these drivers dropping out.
Yeah, I just know that's the first yellow flag I've had actually. Yeah, Arns is someone that
restart
has
the hood.
dropped his traction control completely because he couldn't race on one of the other days, so he's dropped traction control altogether, just so he can still race with us, because he obviously he does his NRC league and he loves his ERN. So yeah, he's gone completely no traction, so it's a learning curve for Arns, but he's doing a good job of it so far.
Oh, good on him, because it's nice to see people take the plunge. When I dropped assists, it generally made the game slower for me, but a lot more entertaining.
Yeah, it's
I
something
really did enjoy the challenge.
We'll be looking at some point, but I enjoy my stabilizers. I like pointing in the right
Hopefully I get
direction.
to race you soon. Right, Jamie the G is just starting a lap in the Williams, one of my Williams teammates. I've restarted my hood actually, and I'm getting the flags back again, so I'm happy with that. Just need a little bit of a reset. Good old Codemasters.
We've just seen Headhunter improve to do an identical time to Jaffmaster Flash to the 1000th. That is
wow.
incredible. Jaffmaster
You
Flash.
actually don't see that very often, that's
Yeah.
good.
There was a race, if anyone's in the chat you can remind us, I think it was it Spain in 96, it might be, I might be wrong, where we had Frentzen, Villeneuve and Schumacher all got the exact same time in qualifying. If anyone's in the
That's
chat,
right.
please remind me, but I'm pretty sure it was 96, well, no, 97 if it was Frentzen and Villeneuve. But
I do, before I watched F1, but I do remember seeing that on a YouTube video.
I'm showing my
Closest
age a bit
qualies.
there, aren't I?
Well, you only just hit 25, haven't you? So I wouldn't worry too much, mate.
I wish. Who have we got next? I saw... Oh, Jeff has backed out of his lap. Fast scoped is...
God.
Oh no, he's invalidated, never mind.
There we go, the map's on, Storm. Don't worry, my friend. I'm being told off. Why are you happening? And I've got Indy also in the chat saying he's currently got a rivalry with Jamie after a few contacts between the two. Jamie jumping up to 9th at the moment.
I was just wondering why I wasn't seeing the chats in it and I was in ERN Recoil's stream instead of the ERN F1.
Oh,
I was like, I'm not seeing anything and we've only got 2 people watching. Oh, I'm one of the watchers. Sorry Recoil, we need to make you a bit more popular. You've now only got 1 viewer.
we'll give him a shout out.
Yeah.
If he gets pole, I'll give him a shout out on my Insta.
Yeah. There you go, Recall. That's an incentive for you. Pole position
the
and a shout
incentive.
out.
Or you can give us a spectacular crash and I'll still do it for you. Crashes always put the viewers up. Right, everyone's back into the pits in the top 7. At the moment, we've got Fast Scoped Jamie. No, Fast Scope's just pitted, so at the moment it's just GR8 looking like he's going to be starting his next lap on a set of new softs.
See, Wispy's
Just
on
warming
an
up
outlap.
now.
It's looking an outlap,
Trying
so
to
we're
get
going
a
to
few
see.
helicopter shots. How are you doing that?
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see a sudden outpour of people going for it again, or do you think people will be happy with these times now? Because there's a few guys there that we know have seen pace in practice, the likes of Jamie. We've heard of Proven's mythical 128 in the chat. Believe that if you want. Currently on a 131.90, he'll be hoping to improve a little bit. Redmond's done the pits on his mediums, so again that's a good lap to get into a 32.0 for the mediums for our Division 4 runner.
Presto asking why there are so many out. All I can say is no traction Division 4. Does that seem fair? Most of them giving it a go for the first few times?
Potentially, a
Or
couple
at
have
least
made
new to
mistakes. A few of the guys like Button and Stocky, and probably LH. I didn't see if LH had an issue, but another 2 racing points look like they're qualifying on mediums and they're not going out in the softs. There's no point in them wasting their tyres again, so they've retired in the pits. But yeah, obviously we heard Indy had a mistake. Shadow Wolf, I would imagine, had a mistake because he's not done a lap. So yeah, the track can catch you out though. Not as bad as some tracks, but this especially the right-hander coming onto the back straight. That can be a doozy, as Mr. Crowding found out. Sorry, Crowding.
Button's telling me that him and Stocky retired in the pits for strategy.
Yeah, I thought they might do that. I said mediums is the better strategy, providing you don't fall too far off the front guys early on.
GR8's just put a lap of 132.1 on his set of softs, so he's at 13th place now, ahead of most of the medium runners.
The only danger, of course, for the guys that are going for the strategy call in their qualifying is that, of course, they will be starting at the back of a corner where 4 cars want the same piece of tarmac.
Yeah,
that
that's
corner
very
just
true.
tightens and tightens. All the big guns are out at the front now, so Rico on outlap 0, Blame Dame on an outlap. Big G starting his lap now. So they're all coming out for one last attempt to topple a mighty ERN recoil.
He's gonna like you saying that.
I've got to suck up to him now again.
Right, and he's just starting his lap now, as we are on board.
Yep, Crowden, I can see in the chat. We had to mention your little spin yesterday. It was fun to watch. Button, yeah, you're right. Softs blow after about 5 laps. Yeah, dead right. After about 4 or 5 laps, that crossover of the pace is already done. And within a couple of laps after that, you need to be getting rid of those softs. So 5-6 laps, soft runners are either going to be wanting to pit, or they're going to see if they can hang it out till maybe lap 9, if they can, if they're good on the tyres. Potentially one stop. We've seen a couple of people one stop soft to hard. As Harvard's just put, yeah, soft to hard is quicker, but you've got to be good on your tyre wear. Yep.
That's weird. Right, we're on board with Big G on his final attempt to get pole back off recoil into the final corner. Oh, a lot of speed into the final corner and invalidated his lap. Yeah.
It wasn't improved, but it wouldn't have got him pole, but it would have got him very close to recoil. I think he crossed the line at 30.5. It would have been close,
yeah. Oh, Dame as well invalidates in the final corner. They're
Oh.
all pushing. I think we've got Proven next. No, he's invalidated. Wow.
Wiki is up on his time.
Recoil into the hairpin. Currently hasn't invalidated. So he's still on for possibly improving his time. Ran out of ERS and still improves. Wow.
Good lap from recoil.
30.190. And he ran out of ERS in the final corner.
Division 3 recall. And Wiggy
Wiggy up
improves
to
as well.
4th. Oh, NRC. He has invalidated.
I think that's your lot.
So that's it. Yeah, that's the lot. So all we can gather from that is Recall and Jezza will be swapping divisions.
How do you fancy being Blame Dame's teammate?
Yeah, good point. I was saying Div 2. I'd rather be lapped in Div 2, actually. Oh dear.
If anyone in the chat can let me know as well. The last time I was commentating, I had a bit of a robotic voice, so if I sound normal, perfect. If I sound like a robot, just let me know. I think I fixed it last time, so if I do sound robotic, apologies. I will attempt to do the same thing I did to fix it last time. Cheers, Ice. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
That was quick. Right, ERN Record takes pole then by 0.6 of a second ahead of Big G. And then you got Wispy Stone crept up to 3rd there. It's only 0.7 off. That's a good time for him in the Alfa Romeo. Wiggy in 4th, Blaine Dame in 5th, Flash 6th, Headhunter 7th, good lap by him. Fast Scoped 8th, NRC 9th, and Jamie the G rounds out the top 10 in the Williams.
Yeah, really interesting qualifying. That lap from Recall at the end, stunning lap. So all joking aside, stunning lap Recall that at the end to stick it into a 30.1. Anyone in the chat, get your predictions in for who you think your top 3 are going to be. What are you thinking? Oh, there's some cloud. I see some cloud.
There is. It's overcast. Let's hope it absolutely opens up in, I don't know, maybe 20 laps. Give him 8 laps of torrential rain. That'd be nice.
Did NLC Arts quali? He has quali ban. Didn't know that.
Interesting strategy as well. It'd be interesting to see how Button and Stocky, etc., fight through after taking the decision not to qualify basically in the top 10 to start on mediums. How quickly they can get through the cars. I was going to say traffic ram, but that's rude. Get through the other cars. I don't mean to sound rude.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for that because, like I say, if there's no early safety car, then the soft tyre runners are at a disadvantage because they're going to be pitting early and then they're going to lose any time they've gained over the first 3 laps or so. And they're going to have to get off the line. So, yeah, the Racing Point's in a good position if there's no early safety car.
Interesting comment by Button there. Did you notice that about the quality?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm just going to try and check now.
Yeah, I'll throw that over to the admins. And thank you, Ellis. All dry, by the way. So it looks like it's just going to be an overcast race.
Button, it's A-Turk that had the 2 times qualifying ban. I think it's just the way it's positioned in the attendance. It's been put after A-Turk's name, so it's A-Turk that has the qualifying ban. NLC Arntz was fine to qualify. I was going to say, I don't remember Arntz being involved in many incidents since he's been racing in Division 4. Why am I starting 18th? I qualify. Oh no!
Thank you for all your nice chats. Thanks for all your nice comments in the chat.
This Fast Scoped had a glitch. I've seen this before, not in ERN, but in another league, where someone qualifies in a position and then all of a sudden gets dropped down to the back.
I've seen the opposite in the race, where you finish the race and then suddenly someone at the back's won the race, and I just don't get how this happens sometimes, but I had that not too many races ago in a league race.
I can only think, obviously because he's joined the lobby and had issues joining the lobby, the game has glitched him effectively as if he's not qualified. Like I said, I've seen it happen before after someone qualified in the top 10. And then when it came to the race, they were at the back of the grid, at the back of the field, which screws you over. It's Codemasters, isn't it? It's we've seen so many issues from Codemasters in this game that the list is endless. Yeah. I don't know what it'll do with your tyres, because if you qualify in the top 10, you've got to start on the tyres you qualified in, but if the game forces you outside the top 10, I wonder if it'll let him pick his tyres, because in which case he could have a better strategy for the race.
That's true, but knowing Codemasters, he'll probably be stuck on the same tyres at the back, probably with a 10-second corner cutting penalty maybe to start with.
Just going to quickly get a race director picture. Capture screenshot.
Rico is saying he needs the win and no pressure for him. Wow. You are overdue it, but with that pace, the others need to up their game to catch you, that's for sure. That was an outstanding qualifying. Right, let's have a look then. Should be underway soon. A couple of minutes left, I think. 18 drivers in.
Okay, Fasco, just to confirm, if you are watching the stream, I assume you are because you've obviously been seeing what we've been saying. The race will continue as normal. So we've got here, most likely the glitch is because you joined late. Yeah, it's unfortunate, mate. Apologies. But if the lobby isn't broken and it's fine for everyone to start going, it would be unfair on the other 17 drivers to restart the lobby, unfortunately. So yeah, head down. Long race. There's bound to be safety cars and potential of a 0 to hero drive from you, Mr. Fast Scoped. So hopefully he can come to the field. We've all fallen foul of Codemasters this season. I don't think there's a single person in this division, in this league, that hasn't been screwed over from Codemasters. And yeah, just been confirmed.
Oh, he does get star mediums, so that's good.
Oh, good. So he's got the better race strategy then, effectively. Because once all the soft tires run,
not all doom and gloom.
Yeah, exactly. And Mr. Speedy Adam Codemasters is a correct.
Oh yeah, I just seen that. Yeah.
He is very. Completely agree. I mean, when EA take over, EA start getting involved, will they leave Codemasters to run it? Will they get involved? I hope they get involved, but leave out the charges.
Probably become more like Crash Bandicoot with not Crash Bandicoot, which is the one they do. Mario Kart.
Unless you're thinking of Crash Team Racing, now that was a game.
Oh, that's
There's
true.
a question for the chat: Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing? It's all about the importance of the stuff here. I'll get back to Division 4.
Yeah, that's a bit of a worry with EA taking over. You might end up joining a league race and having to pay £1.99 to get in your car.
Yeah.
Every time you want to start a race.
Driving around Vietnam, you'd have to pay. You'd go bankrupt just trying to fix your front wing.
Yeah, there's a toll charge every time you go through a certain corner.
Okay.
Under the bridge. Right, we are starting.
Okay, my prediction, by the way, is going to be a Rico Big G Proven podium. Proven being the highest medium starter. Of course, he actually started qualified 11th, so he's allowed to pick his tyres. He's just been bumped down. But yeah,
just because Rico is a massive fan of us, I'm going to say Rico bins it, and we're going for someone really out the blue. Like, I'm saying Jamie the G to get a podium.
It's a good shout. He's had some really good. He's shown that he can save his tyres. Well, he did that in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see Dame on the podium, and I think Rico and Big G are going to have an epic fight out front now. I think the win could be between them.
Yeah, they had
bar any instance.
A good to and fro in Bahrain until Recall.
That's true.
Ran out of talent. So I mean, I made a mistake. I'm getting fired in the morning.
It depends if Recall's second driver Dame can really back him up, you know, and get up front and help him.
I don't think Dame has got number 2 driver written into his contract.
Okay. It's actually interesting to see that a lot of teammates aren't actually together on track, so there isn't going to be any sort of teammates helping each other out, you know, sort of giving each other the giving each other a bit of blocks or anything. We have
Yeah.
it's quite a split up grid.
Got the racing points. I've just noticed they've both gone for the hards, same as Redmond. So Redmond could be a good outside shout here if he does the hards, and then if he goes then to finish potentially, depending on how long he can take those hards. If there's a safety car, he could potentially go onto the softs at the end if he can hang them out. So he's obviously doing the alternate strategy. So yeah, there's 3 different strategies sort of in play between the grid. So this is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, it's good to see, because I remember starting the Div 2 race, we obviously knew rain was coming, and a lot of people were to and fro the whole time, softs, hards and mediums, and the people on hards did struggle to get temperature, and it did take them a good 3 or 4 laps to really start getting on the pace.
Yeah, that is the worry. If the hard runners have to face a few safety cars, then they're going to be at the mercy of the grippier tyres for the first lap or 2.
And the start was a nightmare. Someone in front of me had hards, and he straight away was sideways. So it will
I know
be
that
interesting
feeling.
to see what start they can get.
Starting behind old Grandpa Crowding in Australia.
Oh.
Just before we start, Indy's thrown a spanner into the vote of Sonic and All Stars Racing. So there we go. So neither of our choices is Sonic.
Oh, good to see Ellis at the back as well in the Red Bull, I believe.
He got in time, perfect.
Good, so we've got 19 driver grid. That's good to see. We like full grids. Let's hope it's clean and tidy in turn 1 and 2, because it's very easy for contact. Very easy to get some oversteer and just sort of side-by-side action.
Yeah, so easy to lose a bit of front wing, but I'll let you take it away.
Right, oh, that's a good camera angle. I like this one. I've got no lights on. Here we go. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and ERN Division 4 is go. Good start by everyone at the moment. No one sideways. Recall with a great start into turn 1.
Oops, somebody's round.
We've got some contact. Yeah, Headhunter. So far, so clean. Apart from that, though, we've got another Haas. No, it's still Headhunter site. So far, everyone's through the final few corners, but Recall out front, Big G second, and Wiggy third still.
Yeah, so unlucky about Headhunter.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened. I think it was just 3 or 4 abreast, and someone's always going to get squeezed out. Indy's made a good start, jumping up. Jamie the G with a good start as well. Let's get this on.
Just noticed Proven's had a cracking start on the mediums up to 8th, and Button has made 3 places up to 10th on those hard tyres, so
great start by them, yeah. Indy up 4 places into 12th at the moment. Good fight at the moment between Stocky and Fast Scoped. Oh, we've got yellow flags out. It's GR8 at the back in the AlphaTauri's gone for a spin. But out front, Rico has a 7/10 advantage over Big G. Big G not letting him go at the moment.
Yeah, it's key for him to stay in that DRS as we get to lap 3 nearly.
Yeah, because it's such a long straight around the back, and on the main straight, DRS does make a good difference. Oh, what a fight at the moment. 5th backwards.
Oh, Dame all over. Looks like he's behind at Williams there, but...
Yeah, Williams has just disappeared off my... Jamie the G's dropped down to 13th apparently on my timings, but I'm going to ignore that, the fact we can see him on track.
Yeah, I've got both Williams ghosting either side of Dame, but neither Williams on the timing screens around him.
It looked like they were 4 abreast at one point, but actually I don't think they are, but...
Yeah, my timing screens have just gone nuts.
Start, like you mentioned. Oh yeah, that's it. Ellis is now leading on mine. Right, I'm going to have to ignore the timing sheets for you guys at the moment and just go by eye. Recoil's still 8/10 ahead of Big G. Big G keeping him within sight. Wiggy and Wispy have obviously swapped places on lap 1, but they're still within the fight, only 1.2 seconds behind Big G.
Oh, I've just been on board with Ellis. That was such a harsh penalty. He actually ran a little bit wide and just was on the white line. He's got his first 3-second penalty. That was really harsh.
Oh, that it is such an easy track to pick up those penalties, especially in the final corner. Jamie the G is having a cracking opening start at the moment, up 4 places, up into 5th place at the moment. But Dame is right on his tail. with Flash right behind him as well. These three, oh, they're going to go 3 abreast. No, side by side.
Good clean racing there, guys.
Nice, yeah, really good. Flash gave him room and Dame gave him room as well.
Not sure if Proven had an
board
issue
with
there because he's just
NRC.
lost a couple of places there.
Indy's now up 6 places. Great to see. Oh, NRC. Oh, NRC up on the curbs in turn 1. Managed to hold it together. That was a close call from him. I was on board for that as well. He was very close to losing that.
What is important is Recoil has broken the DRS 1 second barrier now to Big G as we get onto lap 3 when DRS becomes activated. That's really important for Recoil's race.
That's great. And Reedman and Indy just had a bit of contact. Indy's dropped down 2 places now. Proven's managed to take the place. Oh no, he's not. Proven around the outside of Redman. What a move. What a great move. Proven around the outside of Redman. I know Redman's on the harder tyres, but great overtake there.
Yeah, he stuck it around the outside, balls to the wall. Beautiful move there from the Red Bull.
This is exactly what Proven needs. He was a bit behind in quali, but he has race pace. You've seen that in Bahrain.
Oh, we've got Dame on Jamie.
Dame up the inside of Jamie. Might be already completed by the time they get to the braking point.
Yeah,
Jamie
good
knows
move.
that's fight not worth fighting at the moment. Will team orders come into effect now with Jamie and Flash?
Yeah, Flash
We'll
looks
have
like
to
he's
see
got
how
some
they
good
work
pace.
together. He really does, but then Jamie's made up a lot of places too, so it's going to be interesting to see. Pit stop window already open. Wow,
Yeah,
they really aren't lasting, are they? And Redmond with a first penalty for him in the final corner. Oh, he's in the pits.
I wonder if he got a bit of damage. Let's have a look.
He has. He's got a left end plate damage.
Oh no, that's unlucky for him. I always love it as well in
that's
the
ruined his
pits.
strategy.
They change the front wing, but the original front wing stays on while they change it.
Yes, I hope they sort that out one day.
Yeah.
But that's a shame for him because he was the highest hard tire runner at the time.
Yeah. Tell you what, but Proven is looking really good in 9th place now. If we're saying the pit window is open for the softs already, he's not a million miles off the leaders still. Yeah, it's looking really good for Proven at the moment.
He's catching NRC at the moment. NRC had a little lock up into that corner, but he is keeping with the Williamses. The Williams are having a really ding-dong battle here. There is definitely no team orders.
Yeah.
These two are really, unfortunately, I think at the moment, hampering each other's race.
Yeah, it's holding Jeff up a bit now.
Yeah, Jeff's going to be on the old microphone to them, I reckon, in a minute.
What's with Proven's ERS? Let's have a look.
Oh, yellow flags. Is that Stocky? Yes, Stocky into the barriers. No front wing.
Oh no, unlucky Stocky. I think Proven might have a ERS glitch, or he's forgot to turn it off because it's just permanently on. Oh no, it's gone off now.
Okay.
Safety
he's
car.
Just having a good old safety car. Wow,
Oh,
you're
this
right.
has just saved the soft tyre runners. This is exactly what
Wow,
they would have wanted.
Record didn't pit. Was he past? I think he was past the line.
Everybody else
Wow.
is pitted apart from Recoil, and the safety car has caught Recoil. So the safety car came out quickly.
That is
that's
not good for Recoil. There is no way around that. This is not good news for Recoil and Jamie, because I think he had just been overtaken by his teammate. Jamie was either going to have to sit and wait in the pits or stay out, and he stayed out.
I think even still, you'd sit and wait because all he's going to happen now is he's just going to drop to the back.
I think that's really going to hurt Recoil because, like you say, he's behind the safety car. He can't even bomb around the lap quickly.
Yeah, I've noticed Proven pitted. I don't know if he had damage.
Interesting.
Because now
I don't think he did.
Indy is now in the driving seat, as is Button. As we mentioned, the Racing Points earlier, who went for pure strategy in qualifying. You've got Button now in 4th place.
Proven didn't have damage from what I could tell because you rode on board with him as he pitted.
Yeah.
I think he's just taken the opportunity to get on a fresh set.
Yeah, it's not a bad choice. Fresh tyres. Maybe he wasn't feeling the grip. Maybe his setup isn't great on the tyres. Hards for Dame. Speedy says, "Yep, good choice for Dame. Going to the hards, then potentially at the end stick on a set of softs again." Fast Scoped, of course, had that glitch with his qualifying. He's now up in 5th place, so he's probably actually having a better race, having started
Yeah,
from
that's
18th.
very true. Stocky just got a penalty behind the safety car, which is not good, and also put a set of softs on. So he's either feeling like he really wants to get this safety car in and really get some places back.
Yeah, so he'll be going
What this
hell for
has
leather.
done, yeah, I think it's his option now, and then obviously he's going to have to pit again. But this has brought back in GR8 and Redman and Headhunter, who all had not a great opening few laps.
Yeah,
So
definitely
it's
agree with
brought them
that.
back in.
So it'll be interesting now. So yeah, so Recall pits.
Oh wow, they're pitting. Yeah.
Ah, so unlucky for Recall. His qualifying has been outstanding this season, but he's just had some bad luck in the races, and this really epitomises his season. Leading the race, pulling away, and then the safety car comes out just after he goes past the pits.
I think he had literally just gone past the corner. Yeah.
And usually you'd
Set
think
a medium
the leader
stop
could get past the pit exit before the safety car comes out, but whoever's in that Mercedes pit car must have floored it to make sure he caught
Yeah.
recoil.
That's pole down to 15th place now for Rico, and he's got no. Well, he's on the same tyres as everyone else, brand new mediums. There is
Yeah.
no silver lining there. He's gonna have to overtake.
Yeah, he's consigned himself to a 2-stop. Speedy in the chat has put that Dame can go to the end on those hards, so potentially a race-winning strategy from Dame if he can keep up with the front guys, because the guys in the top 6 will all have to pit again. So that
That's
puts
very
Big
true,
G,
yes.
I guess, as our net leader, but obviously then he'll have to pit again. So Dame, if he can keep those tyres going, is sitting pretty at the moment. It all depends on tyre wear, and if it's a late safety car, he'll either have to pit or he'll be a sitting duck for the guys on fresh tyres.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, Stocky, on those fresh softs. Obviously, the longer we run behind the safety car isn't good for him because it's taking life out of them, but he's got maybe 4 or 5 laps. Safety car in this lap, he's got 4 or 5 laps, and he's got to be wanting at least 10 places out of those softs. He's got to want to get back into the points.
Trying to think if this is
Pace
Indy's
advantage
first
he's
time
had.
leading the pack behind a safety car, so it'll be interesting to see. I don't know if he's done it in other leagues, but I haven't seen him lead the cars away yet in an ERN
Is Indy a
race.
reserve driver, or is he a full? I don't remember him being in the Merc last time.
He is a reserve driver at the moment, I believe. I think all the spots are filled, so we will see.
Okay, last time I remember he was an AlphaTauri. I just forgot if he was a full-time driver. Sorry, Indy. Last time I commented was Bahrain. I missed Vietnam.
He just needs to hold the pack a bit more because he's catching the safety car, and it's going to
He's
cause
not
him.
as well. He's going already.
He's got to catch the
got a
safety car.
massive
It's going to
gap.
slow him down. Yeah, there you go. Slowed him
right
down
on the
exit.
final corner. Oh
Yeah.
no, that's not good. Fast scope went into the back of button.
Yeah,
That was too much of a break, and we've
Yeah.
got penalties galore coming up now.
yeah. The
That
problem we get
was
with
not a fair restart from what I saw.
the problem we get with the safety car restart, if you catch the safety car, the game automatically slows you down. So it won't be him braking. The game slows you down, and that's probably because he's just not used to leading the pack away, and he just caught the safety car. He went too early, and it was always
I
going to
see
stop
at
him.
least. I think there's at least half a dozen cars there with damage. Fast scoped, Wispy, Shadow have all got front wing damage from that.
Yeah,
And I think there was somebody. I think there was an Alfa Romeo as well. Oh, it is
Yeah.
fast scoped. He's missing massive amount of his front end plates.
It's a shame for fast scoped guys. If you've got clips of your penalties, just clip them, get them in. Remember though, if unfortunately if you do have another pit stop and serve that penalty, it does not get taken off. But yeah, if you're not going to have another pit stop, get the clip sent in. Chances are that kind of penalty will
Yeah,
get moved.
I think to be fair to Indy, like you say, he hasn't had the knowledge of it, but that was super unfair for the people behind. They all had to slam on, and a bit of a chain reaction there because now fast scope is dropping back massively.
Yeah, Big G's got him
2
even
places
before
in
the
one
straight.
corner there. I think Shadow Wolf's got a problem as well. He's been absolutely mugged on the corners.
Yeah, so
Headhunter
unfortunate.
with another penalty.
But then we have this division. It's our division 4. It's a lot of guys learning their trade, and if he hasn't done safety car restarts that much before, then he won't have expected that. He would have thought he could have gone, but until that safety car is fully away, it's going to slow you down. Unfortunately, I got caught up on that when I did my first safety car restart in Australia last season. Yeah, shame for a lot of people.
It is an absolute. Oh, Dame side by side into turn 1 with Flash. Kept it nice and tidy. There was a lot of side by side action further down. I think LH44 has lagged out. He's ghosted on my screen, but we'll keep an eye on that. Stocky has not made the places he wants either.
No, those
first lap, and
tires.
he's only made 1 place up, and that's only because Fasco pitted. I'll tell you who is on a charge. Rico, 15th. He's now 10th, right behind.
Oh yes. Teammate. Angry Rico will be coming up here. He'll be having words with the FIA about the timing of that safety car.
Yeah, not happy about that, but he's going to be shouting at his teammate not to hold him up here.
Yeah, Storm, we believe it's a dry race over cloudy, but from what I've seen in the chat, it is a dry race.
Oh, Flash and... Oh, I think there was a bit of contact. Flash up the inside of Shadow, but he's made the move. I think a little bit of wheel banging, but...
Ooh! Bit of a squeeze there on Shadow Wolf.
Yeah, that's going to allow the McLarens to have a massive... Oh, is this going to be a McLaren sandwich? I might have to screenshot this if it is. No, it's... Recoil's past Dame.
I wonder if that was a bit too low again.
Wow,
Recoil is on a
really
mission.
Up to 8th place, and a lap ago he was 15th. Indy's now got a penalty. These guys need to be careful of penalties, because if they start adding up, they're going to be... They're in the pound seat at the moment, but penalties will soon take that one away from them.
It's going to make the ending interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, because Indy and Button are looking really good, especially... I know they haven't pitted, but they're pulling away from the pack. But they're gaining a few penalties by doing it.
Yeah, I still think I've got to agree with Speedy in the chat. I mean, if Dame gets those hards to last, and if there isn't another safety car, he's in the pound seat at the moment, as Proven gets past Shadow Wolf around the outside.
Okay,
nice move.
Proven is doing some absolute blistering overtakes.
Oh,
fair play to him, that's twice around the outside. Oh, Shadow Wolf must have damage after that turn 1. I can't see end plates missing, but he's dropping back too much.
Oh yeah, they're swarming.
Yeah, this is... And he's got a penalty. I don't see how that was a fair penalty at all.
Yeah, with this track, once you go offline around that sort of twisty section, it really costs the next sort of 2 or 3 corners, and as we just saw, he's just been absolutely swamped.
It's all about keeping that momentum around those middle parts. Oh, there's a McLaren there, slow off the final corner. That's Dame. I think Proven is going to be right on his tail soon.
Yeah, it looks like he's struggling those hards, but again, they'll come to him soon.
They will. He just needs to look after them. He doesn't want to take the life out of them, otherwise he's going to be in a worse position. Pitting, obviously, and same with the other people. Oh, yellow flags.
There's a Mercedes.
Is that GR?
Arndt's spun it at the exit of the hairpin.
I think that's just lack of traction knowledge. Obviously he's new. He's one of the ones new to no traction, isn't he?
It's coming into the pits. Is it going to be a pit stop, or is it going to be a... I've had enough.
He is running no assist completely, so completely fair play to him. He's not got... Oh no, he has got damage.
Oh, I can't see...
Oh, Big G has got past Ellis. Oh!
Ooh, a bit of contact.
Into the back of him. I'm going to throw it back on with Proven, because Proven's really having like a quite an aggressive overtaking race. Some cracking overtakes around the outside of a couple of drivers, and now he's behind Dame.
Yeah, he's pulled off some good old Daniel Ricciardo style moves, hasn't he? He really
provided
has, some entertainment.
Definitely one of the ones to keep a watch for, along with Recoil and Big G.
As they say, lick that stamp and send it. And that is what he is doing, delivering.
Shame about Jamie at the moment. He had a cracking few opening laps. Oh, here we go. Proven on Dame. I don't think Dame's going to be able to fight this. Proven with DRS. Up the inside. As long as he gets his braking right, there's not a lot Dame can do.
Dame goes for the switchback.
Cut back, but I don't think the tyres are going to have it.
He's still there.
Oh no. Yeah, he really is. In fact, he's completely side by side. No, he's ahead.
And he's got it done.
Wow. Credit where credit's due.
Great racing there.
cracking bit of racing. Yeah, now Redmond's right behind them. Redmond, Redmond, not Redmond.
And while we're watching that, Big G has also got past Button, so Big G absolutely flying at the moment on those fairly fresh mediums compared to the guys around him, and he needs to because he's got the likes of Wispy Stone also trying to make their way through the hard tyre runners. And at the moment, if he can get past Indy and pull a gap, then it's going to be Big G down versus Dame as we come towards his Big G's final stop.
We've got a bit of a Button train here with Ellis and Wispy right behind him, and Wiggy and Flash really catching up. I think Button's going to be a bit of a stone on this straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Ellis has got a massively good run.
See a bit of lag with Ellis there. I'll keep my eye on that. It doesn't look too bad actually.
Oh wow. He's not got past yet. Here we go.
Some good straight line speed in that pink Mercedes.
That really is, yeah. He only just managed to get alongside him into the braking point. It was enough to get the place, but it wasn't easy.
Yellow flag.
No, I see Shadow Wolf dropping back.
Jaff's gone. Jaff has spun it in the same place Arntz did, unfortunately. It's just a shame for Jaff, who's having such a good battle back through the field.
The Renaults aren't having their luck again, are they? Same as Bahrain, they're not. Oh, here we go. Big G on Indy. Is he going to... Oh, I thought he was going to do a Daniel Ricciardo there on the same corner the lick the stamp was invented.
Stocky has just got past Jamie the G, so he's beginning to make some moves now, Stocky, although at this point his tyres are now going to be going off around 6 laps.
Yeah, these medium runners, Indy and... Was there another one? Yeah, LH44. Their 11 lap mediums are going to be coming to the end of their life here. I think Big G is about to inherit the race lead on this straight. He's 5 tenths behind. He's going to have DRS. He's got a lot of DRS left as well. Indy's only got 10% left, whereas 50% for Big G. Oh, he's got him even before the DRS board, yeah.
He's a man on a mission, is Mr. Big G today. And there goes, no bias here, but Forza Ferrari!
Oh no.
Of course there's no bias in the commentary
and
box.
Indy into the pits. No bias, but hopefully both Williams get podiums. You can just imagine Seb's engineer like on Big G. Seb, time to push now, Seb. Push. Ellis is really keeping with him though. For 12 lap old hards, Ellis is showing some fantastic pace.
Yeah, Red Bulls have provided some good entertainment.
Yeah, their constructors at the moment will be gaining a massive little boost at the moment. Stocky up to 10th on those softs, but you've got to think 7 lap old softs, he's going to be in the pit soon.
Yeah, I think Redmond's just got...
just as I say that. Proven up the inside though. Oh no. No.
That looked unfortunate. I don't think there was any intent there. It looked like there was enough room.
That's just racing incident in my eyes, but I think Proven had the pace to go up the inside, but 2 abreast round there, you've got to have a significant pace advantage really.
Yeah, it's one of those, send the clips in as usual, but it looked like 2 into 1 that didn't go, and I said there looked like there was a car's width on the inside, but then with the way this game is, if your front wheel hits someone's back wheel, the guy that hits you from behind is the one that's going to go, unfortunately.
I'm having bad flashbacks on that corner myself. I think we should just delete that corner from now on.
Ellis.
Jamie passed Stocky. Yeah, Stocky's tyres are gone. When a medium runner on the same tyres as a soft one overtakes you, you've got to think they're going.
Yeah, one of these going to hit this lap.
I'm guessing
there he goes.
Yeah.
So the question is, does he go for mediums or is he going to go on hards? Because it's going to be quite a long stint if he goes for mediums still.
They might, if they're a brand new set, get to the end, considering a lot of the medium runners are doing 12 laps at the moment on them, and he's got 14 to go, 15, maybe if he was looking after them. No, he's playing it safe, going for hards. Oh, he's got a stop-go penalty. Didn't see when he got that.
Unless he was involved in one of the incidents with the safety car restart.
Yeah, that's very true. Ellis is still right on the back of Big G.
Yeah, he's having a cracking race.
This is incredible pace. Oh, Shadow Wolf's out. Shadow Wolf in the final corner has been... Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He's retired in the pits. Okay. He wants no further part, and that's fair enough. I mean, fair dues as well to Headhunter. He's had not an easy race, but he's kept it going. He's got better patience than I would have had, to be honest.
Yeah, he had that first lap incident, and he's been, I guess, at the back since. Just, I guess, safety car didn't really help.
It didn't. I think he had contact as well behind the safety car, so he had to pit again. And he's 30 odd seconds behind the leaders, but you never know. A late safety car, and it brings everyone back into it. Big G is starting to struggle for pace now.
He is, because Wispy Stone has caught these two as well now, so this ain't over yet. And of course, Dame is going to be the leader gap.
Ellis has got a lot more ERS, 50 odd % more than the other guys. So, oh, okay, that's why Wispy Stone's just putting a blistering lap to catch up. He used a lot of his ERS on that final lap to get in the DRS of them.
Just notice as well, Dame is only 7.5 seconds off the lead on those hard tyres. This could be really interesting come towards the end, because the guys that are going to have to pit again are then going to have to hunt Dame down. And Dame is beginning to, from the looks of it, slowly eat into that lead. But of course he's got to get past.
Dame's not far off the leaders. He's roughly around 5-6 seconds off the front running pair at the moment, which is, wow. If he stays out, they're going to be a good 12-15 seconds behind him still.
Yeah, and having raced him myself, he is a quick guy. Obviously he moved over to wheel, but once he gets the hang of that wheel, he is a quick racer, is Mr. Zero. Mr. Blame Dame himself.
The question is he a better racer or a better commentator?
That is the question. The Scouse Crofty. He's our legendary commentator. Of course, he commentates in the Super Cup as well on Sundays. ERN, of course, leading that. That will be on again on Sunday. I'm not sure if they've picked the track yet. But of course,
he really is the ERN Crofty, isn't he?
Yeah, it should be his new gamer tag, really. ERN Crofty.
And you're definitely the Brundle. You're definitely the Karma, but you speak a lot of sense. Whereas sort of Dame Crofty sort of yelling in, just going, unbelievable. I'll be Ted. I like Ted. I like a bit of Ted. I'll just speak some yabberish and everyone loves him just because he talks shit, but everyone loves him still.
So we've got 12.5. Oh, Ellis. Oh, that was probably a little bit optimistic from Ellis there. He sent it, stuck his nose in. It was never gonna. That was always going to be a door that closed. Yeah, he just needed a bit more patience there, did Ellis. Yeah, didn't need to do that. He's lost a position. He's got to pit again anyway. Well, pit for his first stop anyway. But yeah, lost that a bit there. But that was interesting because Big G and Wispy on the same tyres, same strategy, are now going battling for the lead. And Recoil is catching all three of these. So Recoil is not out of this. We've got another yellow flag somewhere.
That was NRC. Yeah, he's gone for the same little. He's done a. I think he's in Bottas's car in Turkey, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's having a few spins. He's not enjoying the balance, or there's something not right on that car. Sorry to all the Bottas fans out there, but I think NRC is doing a few sympathy spins at this track. LH is still ghosted, so I think he's not in the session at all for a while. Headhunter's about to make up a few places as well. Wispy is now right on the back of ERN. I think Wispy's sensing a victory here.
Yeah, he's. I had a rate. He was in Division 3 last season, and me and him went toe to toe in Russia. And he has these races sometimes. Oh, they've pitted. Both of them at the same time have pitted.
Wow, this is going to be interesting. Oh, overtaking in the pits.
Oh, that was the Seb Vettel style move. Oh, he went for it. That would have been impressive if he'd have pulled that off. I would have taken my hat off to that.
I remember Alonso doing that to Massa actually. I think it was China. Alonso did it to Massa teammates in Ferrari once.
And Big D gets out just ahead of Wispy. These two are going to go toe to toe to the end now.
Oh, they've come out side by side with traffic with GR8. I think
Big G would have liked GR8 to get in between them there.
I really hope GR8 changes its to GR63 so we can be a Russell fan.
Yeah.
I'd give him a lot more airtime then. I like this.
So as we see now, we can see obviously Dame Zero is only 6.4 seconds off the lead. He doesn't have to pit again. This is going to be really interesting.
See, Big G and Wispy are still a good 10 seconds behind. They've got to put in some good laps now until the end.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, they've got to get past Indy, and that's not going to be easy because, of course, he's going to be going to the end. So he's not going to move out of the way.
I think the real question is, ladies and gentlemen, is Dame going to win it or bin it? That is the question. Can he hold on, or is some unforeseen... I mean, actually, Big G is already on the back of Indy, and I think we had a lot of weaving from Indy in Bahrain. Has he calmed down a bit? He's not
Still
making it easy,
in there,
but he's
he?
passed.
There we go.
Yeah. That's what Big G needed to do. He's got to put in the laps now to get to Dame.
Yeah, he needed a car in between him. And he's now got that Mercedes in between himself and Wispy. Now, where will Rico come out? That's the question, because it was about 2.5 seconds behind Big G at the pits.
Oh, he's going to come out behind them.
Is he going to... yeah, there's a nice gap for him to come out there as well, so he can put the lap times in.
He's in a nice gap, but you've got to think, where did it all go wrong in that safety car from...
yeah, he's going to be kicking himself, isn't he?
He's going to be struggling to get a podium, I think, with the fact you've got Big G, Wispy and Dame in front of him.
Yeah, Harvey completely agreed. Dame will have to watch his way near the end of the race. Yeah, it's like I said, we saw Speedy put before. He can go to the end of those hards, but he's going to have to watch that wear. And Harvey's right. It's going to be a long old slog. It's going to be it's probably not going to be a very fun race for Dame getting those tyres to the end. But if he can manage to get them to last, it's going to be well worth it.
Well, if anyone's got any commentator curses they want to send in for Dame, if Dame's done you over in the commentary the last few races, now's your time to get payback.
Speedy, if you're still in the chat, you will have the most to say about that.
Yeah. Should we just get them in the party one by one? We're probably going to have a list of about 20 people, but let's start.
Ooh, Wispy on Indy.
Is right on the back of Indy, yeah. This is, wow, even before DRS.
Yeah, like taking
There's
candy from a baby.
Do. Indy is out of ERS completely. Wow, and Rico has taken them both.
Oh!
Rico took them both. Fantastic double overtake.
He came from nowhere. Lovely move from Recoil. Jamie the Key.
I see yellows. That is Stocky gone for a spin where he hit the barriers.
Oh yeah,
that's exactly the same place he lost the front wing earlier.
Gonna have Arntz on him as well now.
I do love that name, Arntz. It just makes me want to say Arntz in your pants. I'm sorry. Sorry, Arntz.
Just behind. Ellis has come out just ahead of Indy, so that was really important for Ellis because he can go ahead and continue to battle. So we've got Big G, Recall, Wispy Stone, and Ellis all effectively on the same tyres, all now hunting down Blame Dame. So this has got a whole
who's now only
new
9
twist
tenths
now.
away from the lead. Wiggy's going to have to come in the pit soon, so is Proven.
Yeah, I can imagine
Yellow
we'll
flags
see Wiki.
again.
Arntz again, I think. He's not having fun, is he?
He's really not enjoying this, is he? Arntz in your pants, spinning.
So I guess what we've got to ask now for yourself and for our millions and millions of ERN's fans is who do we think our top 3 is going to be at the end of this race now, because it's completely changed the outlook.
Do you know what? I'm going for Recoil wins with Dame second and Big G third. The fact that Recoil is already straight on the back of Big G here, he's got some pace. He's really pushing.
Yeah, what's going to be important?
And the tyres are the same, but...
Yeah, definitely, I agree. It's going to be important for Big G to make sure... who got in the pits? Wiki. So Big G needs to get to Proven before Recoil gets to him.
Wiggy's going for a good one here. He's put softs on. A fresh set of softs. He's going to come out in 9th. Or is he going to come out in 10th? This is going to be close. No, he comes out in 9th. Fresh air. And on softs. He's going to be blistering because he has been up there the whole race.
So I'm just looking at the Big G, Recoil, Wisp. So Big G and Recoil, who are the 2 closest guys to Dame, I've got 11 seconds to catch him in 8.5 laps. So they're going to have to get their foot down. Big G is within
They are,
DRS.
but Dame's tyre doubt is going to be a good few seconds slower near the end of the race than these guys. They could really... They're not stuck in traffic. They could be putting some blistering laps to catch.
Ooh, Big G on the inside of
Ooh.
Jamie McGee. Nice move there. That was important. He gets the car between himself and Rico.
Yeah.
And he's still going to have DRS from Proven.
Oh, Rico's already passed. Okay, this is getting spicy.
Is Rico going to go for a 2-for-1 deal again?
Big G is going to be past Proven in a second, but Rico's getting the double slipstream. I don't think he's going to be close enough to make a move. He's not.
Big G up the inside.
I think Proven's going to be in the pits this lap. Pace has really dropped off with those tyres. Oh, look at that. Straight in the
There he
pits.
goes.
Just does know something about F1 in the end.
So the chase
Recoil.
is on. So Big G, Rico, Wispy Stone,
10 seconds.
Ellis, all now hunting down our Scouse Crofty.
I'm still saying it. I think Rico could have the win here. My money's on Rico, even though
He's
he's
on recoil.
third. And
What we thinking in the
I'm
chat,
saying
guys?
ERN's got ERN Asherson. Yeah, all ERN. ERN Big G's got good pace, but Rico just seems to be having a little bit more in his back pocket at the moment. Maybe he's using more ERS because Big G's got double the amount of ERS as Rico at the moment.
Yeah, we saw that in Bahrain where Big G saved his ERS up into the last few laps. Maybe he's doing the same again. Now, what Recoil and Big G could do with doing here is working together
Yes.
to catch Dame. Because if they fall over themselves, then
They're
Dame,
not going to do it.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
The
Harvey
fact
says,
that Dame's got a good buffer and he's got full ERS at the moment. He was on about 85. He's used a bit now, but he's really kept his ERS in check.
yeah, definitely. Harvey's going for a McLaren 1-2 as well. Speedier Green. So McLaren 1-2 currently the favourite here, but which way round will it be? And I'm sure Big G will have something to say about that. Ellis
got
and Wispy
Ellis.
Stone.
Yeah,
Goes for the
he's going
switchback.
to get the cutback.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's a brilliant switchback. He's
Wispy
got the
Stone
place.
keeping it in there though. Oh, there we go.
He might have DRS in a second though.
The Red Bulls have
Trying
had
to
some
get these-
really good moves out there today. Been really entertaining to watch. They've clearly been watching the real life Red Bulls.
I'm getting some really weird glitches here. I go on board with Ellis and then suddenly it puts me on Proven.
Dame's just
Jamie
lost
the G
2.5
in the
seconds in one
pits.
lap. Oh yeah, it's come down to
I
8.5
think I've
seconds
really
now.
cursed him, haven't I? I said Jamie the G for a podium and he's not had a particularly lucky race.
Yeah, he's sort of gone backwards since then, hasn't he? So hashtag blame Jezza is the next one.
No, that doesn't work. No, that'll never. Lame Dame will always live on.
Recoil all over that red gearbox of Big G now.
That you're right, they're fighting too much. They've only gained a second on this lap. At that rate, they will not catch 0.
Yeah, she's exactly what Blame Dame's going to be looking for. Yeah, Harvey's put it in the chat as well. He'll need Recoil and Big G to battle, so he's going to hope that if Recoil can get past Big G, they're going to want, or he's going to
Here
want
we go.
Big G to get him back.
Here we go. This is it, Macy. He's already passed. He's got it. I think Big G just needs to take third now and just fight with Recoil up to the back of Dame. Because Big G could have second place still off Dame.
Well, exactly, yeah.
They both catch up.
He want Recoil to pull him forwards now, but I tell you what, if Recoil wins this race, what a drive this is going to be from him after that safety car put him right to the back.
It's going to be close between him and Ellis in my eyes to drive of the day, because Ellis at the moment is at 15 places.
Yeah, he's had a cracker.
He's had a really good race.
Yeah,
While
of
everyone else
course.
has had penalties and contact, he's kept it clean and really made up the places because of it.
Yeah, well, he didn't even qualify, did he? He came in, he got in just before the start of the race, started 19th. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
smack
So,
bang last.
Yeah, great race from Ellis.
I don't know
Recoil
what
showing his
penalties he's
pace. He's almost broken DRS from Big G already.
Oh no, what's happened at the back? I think, Arnt's had another spin at the hairpin and lost a place to Headhunter and pitting.
Yeah. This could be
That's
all
what I
shit
got.
for Arntz.
Arntz just got a penalty for coming into the pit lane, cutting the pit entry, and I've seen a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of drivers in the divisions getting that. A lot of them are cutting it in the Div 4. He's not
What's-
leaving. He's going on. Oh, yellow flags. What's happened? What's
I
happened?
thought that said safety car
Indy.
then.
Indy's hit the barriers. He's got
Oh, Indy's
front wing
gone.
damage. Oh, he's hit
Indy's hit
Proven. No! Oh, no, we don't like seeing that.
Yeah, it looks like he's had some good pace, but he's just showed a little bit of inexperience today. Obviously, you lose your front wing, you're gonna lose some downforce, and he's just misjudged his
Yeah.
braking in behind Proven.
And the safety car as well. There's been, like you say, a few instances that was really
nearly
close to
rejoined into
joining
the
there.
AlphaTauri then. Yeah, that was close. Yeah, a couple of instances where he's... Yeah, this is the learning curve for a few drivers in Division 4, and unfortunately he's, it's not going to help Proven out.
No,
yeah, that was
Proven's had
fortunate.
such a cracking race, but that's dropped him back. He was right up there with the probably 7th, 8th, 9th battle really easily.
Rico
That's
now
lost him a
5
good 4
seconds
seconds.
off Dame.
Yeah, this is it. He needed that, and he's putting the time in.
Harvey's
Watch out,
spot on
Dave.
again. Harvey's going to have to be our Ted on the ground. Big G should stick behind Rico, let him pull him to Dame and charge his ERS, then he can get them both at the end of the race. Yes, spot on. We're going to have a Harvey's notebook at some point, I've decided.
Yes, let's throw it over to Harvey in the pit lane.
Looks like Big G's having to use some ERS though, just to stay within a second of recoil, because Recoil's got some really good pace in this race, and he's outside of a second now. But when he got to the detection zone, was he in that DRS? Because this is make or break for him now. Is that flap going to open? No pun intended. No, it doesn't. He's out of DRS.
I don't think Dame's got this. So we will see. Maybe we've got Adam Lazenby. We could have a full setup here, couldn't we?
Big G's
There's
going to
only
have to
lady
use...
commentators that want to join the ERN Sports channel. ERN's not Sky Sports.
So this is now going to come down to a McLaren battle, I think. 4.5 seconds is the gap between Blame Dame and Mr. Recoil. He'll be desperate to try and get a win on the board after some cracking qualifying performances. But he's got to get past his own teammate, and something tells me he ain't going to make it easy.
Oh, Headhunter and Indy. Oh, side by side. That was clean, but I can't see it staying like that. They've been side by side for a few corners now. Indy's got way better tyres though, so he should, if he can keep him out the straight, he should pull away pretty easily.
Jamie the G, I got told off for saying that wrong again, has got past fast scoped.
He keeps going ghosted from me. He must be racing because he's, I don't know actually, he's been overtaken.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen with both Williamses actually.
I really wish we could have an F1 game that actually works. You know, 10 years after they started making them, you'd really hope that
Be nice, wouldn't it?
it would work. Yeah.
I still remember EA Sports' last foray into Formula 1 racing when they did, I think it was Montoya was on the cover. I think it was for, I can't remember which year it was, but that wasn't a bad game. So if that's anything to go by, EA could help Codemasters out a bit.
Crikey, I don't think I was born back then, but let's not get into that. No joke.
Rico now only 3 seconds off Dame Zero. 2.8 now, that time
straight away.
quickly.
Yeah, this is quick.
Ellis is only 1.4 behind Big G, and Wispy only 1.2 behind there, so they're on a bit of a domino effect as they all close in on third place.
Ellis could be having ERN Big G here, but the problem is his penalty. Will he be able to pull out enough of a gap?
Yeah, he'll need to get past and pull. Oh, I don't want to see what the penalties are. It's interesting to see at the end, but he's hunting Big G down quite quickly.
I love it. Harvey down in the pit lane says he reckons at this rate, lap 27 will be the crossover point from Recall and Zero.
I tell you what, Harvey, when you're not racing...
Indy's out! Indy's out! What's happened?
Where is his
Yellow
car?
flags. Indy's binned it on the straight. Wow. I have not seen that. Just after the corner. Okay, I suppose he could have got a tank slapper, but yeah, he's binned it.
Wow. That's unfortunate for Indy. He's had an eventful race as Mr. Indy. We can say that.
Yes. And in the end, Indy Bindy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
But yeah, Harvey, when you're not racing in other leagues, you now are official in the pits Ted.
Harvey Kravitz.
Yeah.
Summing it down to you.
But yeah, 1.2
Is it really bad that
now
I'm actually going
is
to...
the gap.
I'm going to have to get like a proper little comms team, aren't we?
Yeah.
Going to have to draft that up on the computer.
One thing I will say is Dame's done quite well with his ERS, so he is going to have something to fight with when, inevitably, Recoil arrives on his rear wing. Whereas Recoil only has 17% of ERS left. He used it
He's
all
about
to
to
try
go
and
in the red.
catch.
He's in the red and now he's back down to 7% now. He's really using it.
Yeah, whereas Dame's not using his. He's been quite smart about this.
Ellis on Big G. Oh. He tried to think about going on the outside. Big G is starting to struggle now, which is interesting because Ellis is on... Oh, I suppose he's on 2-lap newer tyres, but you wouldn't think it would make that much difference. 2 laps.
Oh, Recoil half a second behind Dame now. Every corner, every
We
bit
have
of
got
grip.
2 great battles lining up here. The battle for third and the battle for the win.
Proven also just half a second on Button.
You have to think, will these McLaren boys... I know they've only got 1 lap to go, but... Yes, he'll want to fight for the win, Dane, but... They don't want to take each other out.
Oh,
They're
could
getting
you
some
imagine?
really good points here.
I don't want to be anywhere near that Division 4 chat if these two come together. They're both admins.
Yeah, that would be interesting, but... For the sake of some good viewings, let's have a nice bit of contact between the two McLarens in the final corner of the final lap.
Yeah, we could see Recoil on Dame and Ellis on Big G and
Here we
Proven
go.
on Button on the same straight.
I don't think he's got it because the ERS. Dame's got too much ERS. He can't. Yeah, he can't do it.
He wasn't actually using much ERS then, Dame. He must have some good straight line speed in that McLaren, so Recoil might have to get a bit inventive.
Yeah, I think Rico is going to have to do it on a corner because, like you say, Dame's got some straight line speed.
Yeah, I think Recoil's best chance, because I did a couple of moves like this in the race yesterday, as well
Ellis
as
got
getting
third.
moves done. Oh yeah.
Sorry, mate. Sorry to cut in there. Yeah, Ellis managed to get third. So, I mean, he has got a 3-second penalty, which is really unfair for him. Because could you imagine that back of the grid to podium?
Wispy has also caught Big G as well. So Big G needs to use Ellis now.
Yeah, Big G really does need to stay in the DRS, but I'm throwing it out there already. Ellis is definitely my driver of the day. That is some outstanding racing from him.
But yeah,
Back of the grid.
That hairpin that the McLaren's just been round, I think... Oh, we're on like the last lap, ignore me. I was going to say that's where he needs to do it, but we're on the last lap. It's flown by.
Yeah, I think Rico's going to have to make a move before the straight, because the straight is not quick enough, and on that final few corners they're not overtaking places. Unless you dive it up the hairpin, the final corner's not an overtaking place.
Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. A last lap battle between the two McLarens is going to come down to the last corner of the last lap.
They've got the same ERS. Oh, Rico's got a better exit.
Great exit.
Oh, this is going to be... This is going to be
Dame's
spicy.
Gonna go.
Oh, no!
Oh, no, he holds off.
He's backed out. He's run
out of fuel. He's run out of fuel. His fuel light's flashing.
No, I think he backed off purposely. No.
Oh.
Rico's let Dame have the win.
Wow. I thought maybe he ran out of fuel. Okay.
No, 100%. They let him have the win. Wow.
Good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Crash over the line.
Wispy Stone.
Yeah, Wispy Stone went straight in the back of Big G then, but
yellow
Ellis
flag.
drops down to 5th. Shame because of that penalty, but I mean, I was wrong then. I would have been right. Rico, Dame, Big G, but Rico chose to give Dame the win. That'd be interesting to hear why, because
I wonder if they're in the same party together.
There.
We'll get them in the.
Yeah.
We'll get the top 3 in an interview and we'll ask them. I saw the red fuel light flash and I thought maybe he ran out of fuel as he went for the move, and I thought, well, that would just top his race off. Really.
Okay, we've got a massive pile up on the straight. We have got a 4-car pile up on the straight right now. Wispy, Redman, Wiggy, Flash.
Wouldn't be Division 4. Maybe they thought we haven't had a pile up yet. Let's do one on the final lap on the finish line.
Oh, and there's another crash, I think, just happened. That is Division 4 for you, ladies and gentlemen. Pile up on the straight.
That's entertaining to see.
Let's give Ant some time as he crosses the line. He stayed in. Oh, he's about to do an Albon into the final corner, but he has done an Albon into the final corner.
Oh, those poor bollards! What did those bollards do to you? Come on, Art.
I hope he goes and join the bad boys. There you go. Line up.
Immediate qualifying ban for taking out the bollards. Innocent bollards, just doing their job. Driver of the day, Ellis. The game agrees with you.
I have to give it to. I mean, the top three did an amazing job, but Ellis on the back of the grid, even he had a podium apart from the penalty. But that is your podium, ladies and gentlemen. Dame takes the win. Blame Dame with his teammate Rico second, and Big G inherits third from Ellis's penalty.
See if I can get some of these guys in.
It was a bit of a slow wind during the middle part, but wow, it came together at the end. So,
top three
Dame
invited.
takes maximum points. Recoil in second from pole. Big G third. Wispy Stone fourth. Ellis from the back of the grid takes P5. Wiggy for the Haas P6. Redman P7. Flash in the Williams P8. Proven recovered well to P9. And Button from a strategy call to start out P10 ends P10. And in the end, Macy, we only had 2 DNFs.
Yeah, it was a cracking race,
Which...
all through the field. Guy, I mean, I don't need to tell you two. I know Dame Zero is a bit of an amateur when it comes to this kind of stuff, but just make sure you've included your audio, mate.
Shot at you.
Guys, what a race! We'll get to Duel in a second, but we all want to know, was that planned? That little dance, that McLaren dance at the end? Did Rico feel a bit sorry for Dame?
Oh dear, what a race. I mean, it was Skeefy's idea, to be perfectly honest with you. He said, let's put a little pose up for the stream. I mean, thank you to Recoil for not attacking me. We were thinking about the points over the places. We were thinking that we got a McLaren 1-2 here. Big G dropped off. My tyres were absolutely dead, and thankfully he didn't push me and didn't overtake me. So I've got to praise thanks to Recoil, and we thought we'd post up a little bit on the back straight for you.
Yeah, cracking race. And you took those tyres. Was it 22, 23 laps? What? I mean, they must have been dead
lap
at the end.
4, safety car. I came in on the safety car, so it was lap 4 all the way to the end.
Good work, mate. Well done.
Dead.
Yeah.
Absolutely dead.
Well, back on the top step. I guess it probably makes up a little bit for what happened down under in Melbourne. But you're back up there now, challenging with the title, I guess. So you're gunning for it this season again, or are you going to...
I'm taking it as it comes, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, we saw in Hanoi, I had a decent recovery drive. Bahrain, I was terrible at. I don't like Bahrain. Australia was the last lap, obviously that incident. I'm just taking as the races go and thinking more about the second half of the season, because I made that mistake last season, as me and you both know. I made that mistake last season, so I'm thinking about the last 5 races, not the first 5 races.
Yeah. No, cracking job. Well done again.
Thank you.
Mr. Recoil, you had...
Hello.
I mean, you must have been wanting to shoot Burnt Maylander when that safety car came out in front of you.
Yeah.
How was your race?
Yeah, it was a good race. Quali was good. Start was good. The first 4 laps were good, or 3 laps. And just as Jeff told me to come into the pits, I was like, nope. My tyres are fine. I'm going to extend. And as I was turning left at that last corner, it came up safety car, and I knew what happened. I just knew straight away. Saw Big G go in, and I just had to stick to my strategy. Push my way with the mediums. Try not to hit anyone's rear end, because they were fighting a lot. And I was just squeezing past a lot of drivers. And then I saw Big G pit once more. And I was like, right, I got to push, and pitted. And then just followed. And with Dime, it's just what it was. Just had to get the points. And it was, a good race. A good recovery drive from me, I feel.
Yeah, it was close between yourself and Ellis as to who we were going for driver of the day. Well, we gave it to Ellis because he just started from 19th.
Oh wow, fair enough.
Just because we like him more, to be honest, but we won't go into that.
I saw something at the end happened with him.
We had a good old diff for a pilot.
Yeah. But yeah, cracking.
Evening, gents. Sorry, I was just getting a drink.
Cheers, man.
Big G, back on the podium again. Didn't quite have the pace of Recoil, but yeah,
I haven't got the
race.
pace of Division 3 recall, mate. He's like half a second ahead in half a second ahead in qualifying. I think someone needs moving up, but it was a good race. And when he came behind me, I was no point in there was absolutely no point in fighting him. Dan Stratus moved over because I wanted his DRS, and I don't have the same pace as someone that should be in Division 3. So yeah,
So bad. I've got some pepper in my hand. You can keep the salt.
But I just like, yeah, I had a good race really all in all. Safety car was good to me, but it didn't really give me that much of an advantage because the recall was only 5-6 cars behind me anyway, so it wasn't really that bad. And yeah, the mediums aren't great for me, and just drove around really. And then Wispy Stone tried to decapitate me going to the hairpin on the last lap, and I went wide. And he pushed me really wide, so I just gave him a taste of his own medicine coming to the last corner, and just stuck on me inside, stuck on my racing line, you know. And yeah, it was good fun. Well done, Dame. Well done, Recall. You cracking,
Thanks,
mate.
mate. No, you too.
Cheers, buddy.
Good
Cheers,
keeping
buddy.
it, you know.
Yeah, really good
racing.
Looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, man, it's gonna
be
be interesting. So it's been a different winner every race now so far.
It's good.
Yeah, 4 races, 4 winners.
Yeah.
Also,
and
Division
then-
4, Round 4 today. So
Yeah.
let's give it that.
Yeah.
4 and 4.
Yeah, Zandvoort next. What do you guys think of Zandvoort?
Can't wait.
Awful.
Love that track. That track is like Japan to me. I love it.
Brake nice and early. That's
Yeah.
all I can say is brake nice
Yes.
and early so you don't crash into someone in front. Stay off the racing line.
I'll let you
Okay.
finish it off, Jezza. You can ask any more questions, but yeah, well done, everyone.
Thank you,
Cheers,
mate.
mate.
Yeah, great race, everyone. That was really entertaining to watch. And as Macy pointed out, one of you is going to have to swap with me from Div 2. So the next one to
Recall.
win
See
the
you later,
race is
mate.
the one that gets
No.
Bye,
swapped.
Rico. Bye.
That should happen in a
It's
race.
just-
There's no proof.
Breaking news just confirmed. Dame is the one swapping. Dame to Div 2 and
Well,
Jez down to Div 4.
The Div 2 streams are about to get considerably lower in views.
Aww.
Oh dear.
I think lap 3 or something, we literally said, well, after you were obviously the strategy, you were going to stay out, Dame. We literally said it was either going to be win it or bin it for you. And I'm glad at least you did stay on the top.
Cheers, man.
But no, great race. And we will be back next week, obviously, with... No, we'll be back this week, won't we? I'm really
Sunday.
confused myself.
That's it.
Yeah, Sunday. I forgot
yeah.
about Div 1 then. Back with Div 1, won't we? At, like you say, Netherlands. The track that everyone loves so much with Vietnam.
Yay.
So, thank you to my co-coms, Macy. That was a cracking race to be with you, mate. And we had some cracking views. So thank you everyone who tuned in. And we'll be back Sunday afternoon / evening.